Hey loves, this is Bobby and I'm here with another vlog. And this is going to be vlog number 47. Yay, I finally got my numbers right. I know where I'm at. So today was my Monday, so it is Tuesday. I have finished 2 books. I am literally almost done with the 3rd book, and I haven't started a physical book yet since I finished my last physical book. But we're gonna get into all this. So let's talk some books. Also, this was the thing I was crocheting at the end of last vlog, I think, or I might throw the kind of video where I was crocheting this. But yeah, this is my newest little crochet thing. I saw a picture of one online and I thought it was the cutest thing ever, so I'm like, I want a frog hat. So I crocheted myself a frog hat and it's so cute. So let's talk some books. I finished The Barren Nightingale. 5 stars from beginning to end, literally first page to last page. It never dipped under a 5-star. This book is freaking magical. I talked about it in length in the last vlog because I was almost done with it. The way everything came together and it ended was freaking beautiful. I loved this so much. I cannot wait to get into the 2nd book. I'm going to try and either get the ebook or the audiobook for it, since I don't have it physically. And I'm kind of on a book buying ban. I haven't been buying the amount of books lately, especially since I just did a really huge unhaul. I didn't film that or anything. I think I threw a clip of all the books I was getting rid of in just like a little clip in the vlog last week or the week before. I'm not a fan of unhaul videos, so I can't see myself wanting to film that. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, this was absolutely wonderful. I was expecting a 4-star read. I was not expecting this to be a 5-star god tier book for me. I loved everything about this. The characters are wonderful. The plot is amazing. The writing is some of the most beautiful writing I've ever read. And I was swept away into this fairy tale, because this is what this is. It's a fairy tale. I won't get too into it because, like I said, I talked about it in length last vlog, but the ending and everything was amazing. I am a fan of Catherine Arden's writing. She will be an automatic buy from me from now on. So I need to get the 2nd book, which is The Girl in the Tower, because that ending just got me, and I was just like, this is like one of the few times where I was very, very close to like shedding tears, and I don't even know if they were happy tears or sad tears. It was just emotional tears because everything about this was just wonderful. If you love flowery fairy tale writing, yes, pick this up. Love it. It is absolutely amazing. This was one of the very few books that lived up to the hype. I actually feel like the hype for this book didn't do it justice, and I've heard pretty much nothing but good things for this book from people that have the same kind of taste as me. So yeah, this didn't even meet those expectations, and those expectations were pretty high. So yes, a new favorite from me for sure. So after that, I put on an audiobook while I was crocheting this hat, and that was The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. I am going to say I am officially done with Karen M. McManus. I will no longer buy any of her books. I will not read anything else by her. I have read all of her books. How the hell I've read all of this author's books when I only liked one book, I don't know. But it happened somehow. I hated this from the beginning. I hated this to the end. The characters were super flat. The plot was basically just a soap opera and following a bunch of rich people and hearing about their problems, and their problems were stupid and I did not care. And the big plot twist on this was freaking dumb and made no freaking sense. Like, it was like One of Us Is Next, where when I read that book, I had said, like, it's such an unplausible plot twist. It's just like, what, really? That's how this one was. It was ridiculous. I should probably talk about what this book is about. We are following, because I did not talk about this book when I picked it. I got this for the black and white cover for the bingo board. I didn't talk about this as it was because I didn't want to know what this was about going in. We are following the story of 3 cousins who their parents were all disowned by their mother, grandmother, the cousin's grandmother. Let's see here. We have Aubrey, who her dad was disowned, Millie, who her mom was disowned, and Jonah, who his dad was disowned by the grandmother. All she did is, they were all away at college. All of a sudden, they all get a letter that tells them not to come home, that they're being disowned because they know what they did. The mother completely disinherited them and had nothing to do with them, and they haven't seen her once in the 16 or so, no, it's more than 16 years, 20 or so years they haven't seen them. First off, all of the parents' names start with A. They're the 4 A's. It was freaking ridiculous, and it was goddamn confusing. The only one I knew for sure was the mom, because the sister of them, because, she's the only one with a girl name. This comes with a family tree. Thank goodness, because I had to reference this multiple times while listening to the audiobook, because the parents' names are Adam, Anders, Allison, and Archer. The plots is all over the place and really boring. Like I said, the characters are all super flat. Karen and McManus has good ideas. They just don't come out right. The only one that I liked was One of Us is Lying, which was her very first book. That was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star book. Every other book after that has been a 2-star book. This one, I'm very close to giving it 1 star. I'm gonna go with 2. I don't feel like it was a full 2-star. It had promise. It wasn't a complete disaster. It did have some kind of good qualities to it, but for the most part, it was just really convoluted and boring, and I really did not like this. If you like YA thrillers that are kind of cheesy, I would say check it out. You might like it. It's just, if you want more depth and you want character and you want a plot twist that actually makes sense, I wouldn't recommend this. But yeah, I am officially done with Karen Ann McManus. I will not be picking up any more of her books at all. I can't. I can't. So we went from a 5-star book to a 2-star book to a 5-star book. I'm not done yet, but I only have an hour left in the audiobook, so I'm literally almost done. And that is The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. Can't talk about anything in this book because it's the 3rd book. This is just, I have to know. Everything about this is wonderful. Her writing is phenomenal. The way N.K. Jemisin has blended fantasy and sci-fi together and has built this incredibly harsh world that is still you want to know more is amazing. Her characters are flawed and hard, but still you want them to survive this world. There are so many points in here where I'm just oh my god, my heart. Everything about it, though. The writing is magnificent. Everything about this is just amazing. I have no doubt this is going to be 5 stars. That's why I'm saying it's 5 stars. I'm almost done with it, and I am terrified of this ending, because this is one of those where you, in your gut, everything about it, since how harsh and everything this world is, because this world is literally trying to kill everybody. Read this series. If you have started this series, you should definitely finish this series. If you have been thinking about starting this series, I 100% recommend it. I am just blown away. This is one of my all-time favorite series now, and like I said, I'm not even completely done. I'm almost done, but I'm not done. I'm probably about right there. But yeah, it is amazing. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey loves, here with a Wednesday update. This should be a pretty quick one. I did end up finishing The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. This is the 3rd book in the Broken Earth trilogy. I cannot talk about a single thing about it because it is the 3rd and final book. It was 5 stars. I had no doubt in my mind that it was going to be 5 stars, and it was. This whole series, all 3 books were 5 stars. So yeah, read it. I ended up reading really quick because I finished that in no time because I was doing the audiobook, and like I said, I had maybe 10 minutes left, or I think it was 45 minutes left in it. I ended up starting and finishing How to Talk to Girls at Parties by Neil Gaiman. I loved this. It was really fun. I'm going with 4 stars. The art was absolutely gorgeous. I've read the short story. I don't remember what collection. I always say Smoke and Mirrors, and I don't think that's it. But I have read the short story from the short story collection that I was in, and I've seen the movie. This is basically a intro to the movie. I really recommend the movie. I thought it was a really fun, weird, if you like Neil Gaiman, I recommend the movie. It's that weird, what the hell's kind of happening storyline. This is super short, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. This was for the shortest book on my TBR. And I'm happy that I finally got to this. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I kept meaning to actually just pick it up because it'll take me 5 minutes to read. And I did, but I loved it. I ended up taking Magic for Liars. I did finish this today. I started and finished it at work. It was like 7 hours of nothing to do, so I finished this. I liked it. I am going with 3.5 stars. This was a bit slow, especially in the beginning, but once it picked up, it really picked up. I liked the world, and I really liked our main character. She is Ivy. She is a wreck of a person. She's an alcoholic. She's kind of got a lot of anger issues. She's kind of a mess, and she's really sarcastic. And she's kind of just a liar. But I really liked this. This was not what I thought it was going to be about, though. I thought Ivy had magic, but she doesn't. Her twin sister is the magical one. Her sister is a teacher at this magical school. It's like a boarding school, but it's more like a high school. And it works like a high school. These teenagers are bratty high school kids. While one of the teachers ends up getting murdered there, they find her body in the library, and she's literally like cut in half. And it was, whoa, didn't see that coming. But Ivy gets invited in there because she is a private eye, and the magical police, they ruled it an accidental backfire on a spell. The principal or headmistress, whatever you want to call her there, doesn't believe that that's what happened. So she brings in Ivy, since Ivy does know about the magical world because of her twin sister. Her and her twin sister are estranged. She gets to the school, and she's got to kind of uncover this. We've got books that kind of like whisper and talk. We have a bunch of teenagers running around being teenagers with magic. I really like the way she wrote the teenagers in here. They were really immature, like teenagers. They're using their magic to do like pranks or like write graffiti on the walls and do like stupid shit and like bullying type of thing. Like they act like teenagers. It felt very much like, holy crap, I'm back in high school. Ivy is very bitter about her sister having the magic because she didn't get it, and they're kind of dynamic when they do eventually have to talk to each other once Ivy gets to the school. It felt very real. It felt like anybody that has siblings who you're not maybe, close with or anything. I really liked the writing in here. Like I said, I liked Ivy. I liked the magic. The very noir type of mystery to it. I was hoping we were going to go in a different route, but I wasn't disappointed with it. It was just a fun book. It was a solid, I can't even say solid 3. It was a 3.5. I couldn't quite give it the 4, but I liked it. I liked the author's writing. I will definitely be checking out more by this author. I started an audiobook, and I did not get very far into it. I'm like maybe an hour into it, and that was just what I was listening to when I was doing my actual work, and that's all I did. I started American Gods. I'm doing the audiobook for it. That's the only reason why I started this instead of Malice, because Malice I do not have an audiobook version for. This is a reread of a reread. I've read this book like 6 times. It's one of my favorite books. This is the first time doing the audiobook though. I don't know, I don't know what it is about my favorites, like books that I've read multiple times. The Hobbit is the only exception where I adored that audiobook. But when it comes to the books that I have reread multiple times, like Slaughterhouse-Five, for example, I prefer reading them physically. I am going to stick to it with the audiobook. It is a full cast. I'm liking all the narrators and everything. It's really good. I'm literally... Shadow just got out of jail. That's it. Like, I'm still at the very beginning of this. I feel like most people know what this is about, but if you don't, we are following the story of a man named Shadow Moon who recently gets released from prison. He gets an early release because his wife has just died. Once he gets released from prison, he kind of doesn't have anything for him anymore. His wife was really all he had left, and he ends up meeting up with this man named Mr. Wednesday, who offers him a job as being his kind of bodyguard, chauffeur type of person. And they go across America, and Shadow ends up getting brought into this world of all these old gods. We have all of these different gods that they used to be, we got Norse gods, we've got like Greek gods, we got all these different type of religions are represented in here, and how when people started coming to America, they brought their religions with them, and when they did that, they brought their gods with them. But when people started losing those religions and like Christianity and stuff started taking over, these gods were stranded here and they don't have any powers anymore. They're like kind of just barely making it by, and there's this war kind of building between the old gods and the new gods, and the new gods are like TV, money, technology and stuff like that. I love this book. Like I said, I've read it multiple times. I've read this Chunky Boy multiple times. I have watched the show. I liked the first season. It was fun. Yeah, it deviated a lot, but it was a fun. I could not get into the second season, and I heard the third season was a train wreck, so I never even gave it a try. But I want to maybe go through second season and see. But first season was really, really good. I love the different representations of all the different religions, and the way it's told is just amazing. So yeah, but yeah. So I'm not very far in that. I will finish that off tomorrow. I don't have a physical book, or I'm gonna hopefully make progress on this tomorrow. I should have something to do. I do not have anything to read physically because Malice is all I have left, and I do not want to start it because I know I'm not going to finish. I've only got a couple days left. I know I won't finish it, and I do not like crossing over books. So I might grab something randomly. I might read a comic on my phone, or I might take something. I'm not sure what I'm going to get into, but I'm officially done except for this. I will, though, be taking a punishment for next month since I know I'm not going to finish Malice. So I'm going to do a random TBR pick, and we'll go from there. So yes, I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I gotta go get filming, so bye. Hey loves, here with a Friday update. Yeah, I didn't update yesterday because I didn't really have anything to update. I was just making my way through American Gods. That's it. This was my last audiobook I had. I just finished Heart of Ice, which was the IF game book that I was playing. I'll get into that in a second. And then, so that I was done with my April TBR. As you would have seen already, I have both of my May TBRs up. I might join another readathon. I'm not sure. There is quite a few going on this month, going on in May. So since not having one in April, I kind of want to do a few of them maybe. But yeah, so there we go. This is going to be a short vlog week though. This is going to be my last day of the vlog. Since tomorrow is the 1st, I will start. So my next vlog will probably be a little longer with the extra days. But yeah, this one's going to be a little shorter. So just letting you know that. And then also my work schedule, like I mentioned, I think, is going to change. I'm usually off Sunday, Mondays. I'm going to be off Monday, Tuesdays. It's not a huge change, but I'm going to try and keep my uploads and everything the same as what they are now. But I'm not sure if they might change. It just depends on how my week and everything goes and when I can like get my videos up. And I might change my vlog days a little bit, but we will all see together because I still don't know. But yeah, so into the books that I read. I did finish American Gods today. This was amazing. I did the audiobook for the very first time. I have read this book quite a few times. It is one of my all-time favorite books. It is my favorite Neil Gaiman book. The audiobook was amazing. It was full cast and everything. Neil Gaiman himself also narrates in there. I loved this. It was awesome. It stayed as a 5-star. The audiobook was a 5-star. So I finished right before filming this. I got home and I started filming Heart of Ice. I died within 2.5 minutes of doing it. I will post the full read through of it. I don't know if I'll throw it in a vlog, but I'll probably just throw it as its own video whenever I get a chance to edit it and everything. I didn't make it to the end. I never even got to see the Heart of Ice. I died. I was so sad. I had a lot of fun though. I am gonna go 4 stars with this. Yeah, I am sticking with that the writing isn't the greatest. It really needs a lot more depth and just a little more thought out. It's all kind of just like, here's what's happening. It needs a little more. But it was fun. That's why I'm giving it 4 stars, is I did have a blast doing it. I liked all the options and stuff. I died with all my money, which I was sad. I only had like 4 life points left. I had no food or anything. Survival, though, was like the best skill that I picked because that kept me alive through literally the entire book. So yeah, I want to do a reread of this one. The author also has 3 other of these books I would like to check out. I know one of them is available on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm going to do that one. But yeah, I don't know when I'll do them, but I definitely want to do more of these. And I want to redo this one and pick different options so I can maybe get to the end. I'll probably die a lot sooner, but I would like to try and get to the end. But yeah, this was a really, really good time. I highly recommend this. If you just want something really quick, really fun, you can honestly get through it pretty fast. Each chapter or each section is like 2 pages at most. So yeah, this was great. I did finish my April TBR, except for Malice, which I did move over into May, which you would have saw in all my May TBR videos. Also, I got in some manga. Kirsten over on Reading Nymph, if you haven't noticed, I get a lot of my book recommendations from her. She did a manga book haul, and there were 2 that really stood out to me on that. She had talked about one in a vlog. It was a body horror one. It was really, really cool. It sounded awesome. I was trying to get my hands on it, but I literally couldn't find it anywhere. Like, it was on none of the library apps or anything. The mangas are actually kind of expensive for like a full set. There's 16 issues. Kindle Unlimited did end up having issues 1 through 4, or volumes 1 through 4. So I went through those. I literally finished them in like a few hours. They were so awesome. It is called Asian, or Ajin, Demon Human, by Gamin Sakurai. It is so cool. Like, it has a lot of body horror, and we're following these people that are known as demi-humans, is where they cannot die. They can be killed, but they don't stay dead. They like regenerate and come back exactly who you are. But the thing is that they can be cut up, you know, crushed to death and all this, and so they start getting used for like experiments and stuff like that. And then we're following a young boy that he finds out, and the only way to find out that you are a demi-human is to actually die, and then you all of a sudden come back to life. He was like ran over by like a truck, like a semi truck, and like nothing was left, and then all of a sudden he like and comes back alive. It was really gory. I loved it though. We've got like secret organizations going on. We've got a bunch of other one, and they also have these like ghost-like figures, which is on the cover. These are kind of like they're almost like other halves, and they kind of control them, but these things also have like their own personalities somewhat. And it was cool though. I really, really enjoyed this. I ended up reading through volumes 1 through 4. Those are the only ones available, and of course like the ending of 4 had to be like this huge thing, and now I cannot read anymore. I have to buy them, and I'm like on a book buying ban kind of right now. I'm trying not to buy too many, and I would buy them on my Kindle if anything, because comics, mangas like that, I don't like to have all of the volumes from them because they just take up so much space, and I do not have the space, as you can tell. But I definitely want to read more of this. It was so cool. It was action-packed, a lot of body horror. The art is awesome. I went with 4 stars. Some of the volumes kind of got a little wishy-washy in places, but all in all, it was really cool. And then there was another one that I found out. As soon as I finished this one, it popped up on, hey, you might want to read this. And it was one that Kirsten had mentioned, and it sounded really cool. And that is Happiness by Shuzo Oshimi. This is a vampire manga. This is more on the, both of these are kind of like on the adult side, like with Aji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That one has a lot of body horror and gore. Happiness is about vampires, but it has kind of somewhat sexual things in there, nothing like hardcore or anything, but they have like a lot of like the art is like up teenage girls' skirts and stuff, which that was a little like so know that going in. It's a cool story. I've read volume 1 and 2 so far. I think 3 is available as well. I don't know if it goes up to 4 or not. I don't know how many are available on Kindle Unlimited. I'm 3.5-ish. I don't know which way I'm going with it. I really like the story and stuff. It's just, it's really slow, especially coming just literally right out of Ajin, which is, or Asian, I don't know how this is pronounced. I really need to look that up. Which was super just action-packed from beginning to end. This one is very slow. We're following a young boy who gets attacked and turned into a vampire by a young-looking girl. And this is kind of following the vampire lore that you see in the show Supernatural, where they stay mainly human until they actually drink blood for the first time. So he is slowly changing, doesn't really understand what's happened to him. But it's really, really slow, but the art is really cool. I do like where it's going. It does have some pretty cool violence. The ending of volume 1, or no, midway through volume 2, there is more like gore and more actual vampire-ism going on. So I am excited to go on to hopefully the next 2 volumes. I hope are available. Yeah, so I finished those. So I just threw those in because I didn't have anything physical to read, and they popped up, and I really wanted to get into that Agent. There we go. That wraps up April, and that wraps up this vlog. So there we go. I hope you guys had an awesome month. What was your favorite book you read this month? What was your least favorite book you read this month? I will drop all my social media links down below. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and take care. I will see you guys next vlog. Happy reading. Bye.